All right, good Wednesday morning. Thanks for watching our First Alert live stream. I'm First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Beylon, live in the First Alert Weather Center. Working hard on that forecast. Aisha Morales is behind me. She's working on Action 2 News mid-morning. That's going to be starting in about 20 minutes. So if you're able to catch us on the TV side, that would be super awesome. But in the meanwhile, let's give you an idea of what's going to happen with today's snow. So we are going to take a live view from our Appleton sky camera. Right now it is cloudy but dry. Temperature is 9. Wind chill is 6 degrees below zero. There's a north wind blowing in around 10 miles an hour. Up and down College Avenue, it looks dry. Now let's hold on. I'm going to watch that. Yes, I see it. Do you see it? Depending on the bandwidth of what you're watching from, I see a few little flurries that are flying past the PAC. So it's just starting to flurry there in Appleton. This is the beginning of our next weather maker. So yes, we've got some snow that is now just pushing into northeast Wisconsin. A round of some powdery snow that's going to be through today, through tonight. It'll cause some slippery travel, not right away, but later this afternoon into this evening, and that's why today is a first alert weather day. Our severe weather outlook is in the moderate category. If you're traveling, especially coming home from work, picking up the kids from school, there may be some snow on the roads. Allow for extra travel time. Give yourself lots of following distance between you and other cars. So here's First Alert Viper Max. And there's a few flurries that have been coming off of Lake Michigan. Now that, I suspect, is reaching the ground. We did see those flakes there in Appleton. There's probably some flurries and light snow showers farther east into Kewaunee, into northern Manitowoc counties. But that really isn't the big event. The big event is developing back to our southwest. I'll expand the view and you can see all that snow that's in eastern Iowa, northern Illinois, pushing into southern Wisconsin. Now, the leading edge of this snow is having a hard time getting here because it's encountering some drier air. But that drier air is going to be overcome by the energy from this storm system. And as the atmosphere saturates, we're going to have more of a steady light snow developing in the Fox cities and over towards the lakeshore later this morning and through the afternoon and evening. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning for Manitowoc County, Sheboygan County, and south down towards the Milwaukee metro area. And that's where a lot of folks are going to see about 4 to 6 inches of snow. But what really makes this a warning is the potential for some higher totals right along the immediate Lake Michigan shoreline. As the winds come off the water, the air may be converging, and when the air converges, like two different wind flows are converging, that air is forced to go up, and that helps to intensify the snow. I wouldn't quite call it a classic lake effect situation. It's more of lake enhancement, but you get the general gist. Right along the immediate lakeshore, there probably will be a few spots that have snowfall totals that reach and exceed 6 inches. But I would say if you're right along I-43 and inland in Manitowoc and Sheboygan counties, 4 to 6 is probably more likely. Even farther inland, the Fox Valley, that includes Fond du Lac, and then northeast up into Brown, Kewaunee, and Door counties. A winter weather advisory is going into effect, and that's where most snowfall totals will vary from 2 to 4 inches. And folks in the Northwoods will get even less than that, an inch, maybe 2. So there's the forecast for today. Snow getting ready to begin over the next hour or two. Steady light snow through the afternoon into tonight. Temperatures will be on their way up, rising into the teens and hitting a high of 20 before the day is all said and done. Travel's fine right now. Between now and, say, 10, 11 o'clock, there's no issues at all. Midday, especially this afternoon into this evening, we're going to have some slippery snowpack conditions. It might be a little bit slick when parents are picking up kids from school later today. I do think they'll have a full school day. It's not a situation where it's coming down so hard where they have to have a half day or something like that. I don't think that's the case. I think the kids will have full school, but when you pick up the kids from school this afternoon, it might be a little bit slick. And I do expect some slippery conditions as folks are coming home from work as we head towards this evening. So now, time for First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. This is going to be a long duration snow event. And for Green Bay and for the Fox Valley, mainly on the light side. So light snow developing in the midday, the afternoon into tonight. It's not going to all come down at once. So don't, quote unquote, at me. Don't email me this afternoon and say, where's all the snow? Well, it's going to take some time. It's got to come down through this afternoon, through this evening. It'll wrap up during the overnight hours. And it's not going to be a massive event, but there will be some higher totals along the lakeshore. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. This is about 15 minutes from now. Here's the snow spreading to the north and east as the atmosphere saturates. The snow will be most steady towards the lakeshore, and you're getting a little bit of extra moisture coming off the water there. The snow will be lighter north and west of the valley. Let's stop it here, 7 o'clock tonight. Some light snow across the area. That continues through our 10 o'clock newscast tonight with meteorologist David Ernst. I'm sure he'll be showing the flakes starting to fly away during the overnight hours on First Alert Viper Max. And tomorrow, Thursday morning, the snow is done. In fact, skies will be getting ready to clear out, but there's probably going to be some leftover slick travel. It really all depends on how quickly the road crews are clearing off those streets. There might be some blowing and drifting, especially in rural areas, and that could impact that Thursday morning commute. Now, again, this is not all coming down at once. So by the time we get into the evening drive time home, we're only going to have an inch, maybe 2 inches of snow on the ground in the Fox Valley. There's still more to go. In fact, we'll tack on another inch or two tonight. So that's why through tonight, that long duration event, you're looking at about 2 to 4 inches around Lake Winnebago and up towards Green Bay. There may be some higher totals lakeside. Not everywhere. Like, for example, you get just shy of 3 inches in Sturgeon Bay. Manitowoc on Pinpoint Predictor is listed at 3 inches. Wouldn't be surprised if it's right along the lakeshore. You're getting some totals that are around 5 or 6. And that seems even more likely as you go down into Sheboygan County. So the highest snowfall totals will be to the south and east. If you're going all the way down towards the Milwaukee metro area, the higher totals will be found there. That's where you're going to find some snowfall totals that are probably up around 8 or 9 inches. So we're not getting a direct hit per se. We're kind of on the northern end of this snow that's going to carve out a big swath across the southeastern half of the state. So there's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. Today, First Alert weather day, snow. Later today, tonight, 2 to 4 inches in the valley through tonight, 4 to 6 plus east over towards the lakeshore. Still could be a little bit slick early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is going to be a blustery day, a high of 15. At times, wind chills will be below 0. Skies will be clearing out. And you'll notice on your First Alert Super 7-day forecast, we have some additional First Alert weather days. Friday, especially Friday night into Saturday morning, is now another First Alert weather day. We're looking for some more snow. And this could impact Valentine's Day. Because Friday night, people are going to want to go out with their sweeties to have dates, right? You know what? Paint the town red, but Mother Nature is going to paint the town white because we're going to have probably about 3 to 6 inches of snow. And that's based on 2 different popular computer models here, the American GFS model and the European model. Actually, they're pretty consistent. Look at that. They both have 4.3 inches of snow in Green Bay. Little differences north and south, but that's pretty good consistency that far in advance. So there's a decent amount of confidence that this could be a 3 to 6 incher for Friday night into early Saturday morning. And then there's another First Alert weather day for Monday, and that is President's Day. Wind chills early Monday morning. They're probably going to be very harsh, dare I say dangerous. We're looking at feel-like temperatures Monday morning getting down to about minus 30. And I would expect those wind chills to still be in the teens below 0 through Monday afternoon. We may still have some wind chills in the 20s and 30s below 0 early Tuesday morning. So Tuesday may have to be added to that Monday First Alert weather day as we're getting a taste of some Arctic air into early next week. So this weather pattern into the first half of next week, it's alternating between bitter cold and snow, bitter cold and snow. And this weather pattern is probably not going to break too much between now and the end of February, although I do think next week will not be as snowy. If anything, it'll be more cold than snowy. So during those time periods where we have our First Alert weather days, today, tonight, and then late Friday into Saturday morning, and then again on Monday, your severe weather outlook is in the moderate category. So we want you to stay on top of this wintry weather. Depending on how you're watching this live stream, if you're able to, use your camera phone to scan that QR code there in front of you. That is a QR code which takes you right to downloading our free WBAY First Alert Weather app. Lots of fresh information gets pumped out to that hour by hour, including updates in the forecast, videos giving you an idea of what's happening with the snow and the cold in your neighborhood, and that helps keep you and your family ahead of the storm. All right, so coming up on Action 2 News at noon and again at 4, meteorologist Keith Gibson will show you where the snow is at, show you where it's picking up in intensity, and he may even tweak the numbers that I've got depending on the latest data that we get in the Weather Center. And he'll give you a fresh update on that fresh snow, which is now pushing into the area. All right, so there you go. There is our Wednesday weather live stream. Action 2 News mid-morning starts in 10 minutes. Aisha will have the top news stories of the day. Maybe she's got some traffic. We'll see. And I've got more weather. And we'll keep you in the know of what's going on with the snow. Just stay with us on air and online, and we'll keep you updated on this First Alert Weather Day. All right, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll catch you tomorrow.